Married people are more likely to masturbate than people living alone. Upper Paleolithic art dating back 30,000 years depicts people using dildos to pleasure themselves and others. That means mankind invented sex toys long before the wheel. Statistics show that approximately 1 in every 5 Americans has indulged in sex with a colleague at work. A sperm takes 1 hour to swim 7 inches. Couples in Greece have the most sex, approximately 164 times per year. Brazil follows a close second with 145 times per year. The global average is 103. The black widow spider eats her mate during or after sex. The hungry spider can eat as many as 20 lovers in one day. According to one survey, 51% of respondents said they could go longer without sex than they could go without coffee. Although nearly any body part or item of clothing may be an object of sexual fetishism, the shoe and the foot are the 2 most common fetishes in Western society. It has also been shown that men with an active sex life are more likely to live past 80 years. Approximately 1% of people worldwide identify as asexual, having no strong sexual attraction to either sex. According to one study, 36% of people go right to Facebook or Twitter, not the shower, after a romp in the sheets. Sex hasn't always been associated with sin and guilt. Pre-Christian religions often regarded sex as a celebration and as a form of worship. Sex was seen as mirroring the sensual power of the gods. One study found that heterosexual women climaxed 61.6% of the time, while homosexual women climaxed 74.7% of the time. Bisexual women climaxed 58% of the time. Every day, there are about 100 million acts of sexual intercourse a day globally. Approximately 70% of men refuse to have sex during their girlfriend's period. According to one study, Spain, Brazil, and Italy produced the best lovers. The worst lovers were Germans, who women claimed were smelly, the English were too lazy, the Swedes, Finnish too quickly, and Americans ranked in the middle. Approximately 70% of people in the US admit to fantasizing about group sex at some point in their life, and more than 50% of those people actually follow through. Having sex at least once per week can lower a man's risk of heart disease by 30%, stroke by 50%, and diabetes by 40%. At least 1 in 5 people use their smartphones during sex. People who sleep on their stomachs with their arms above their heads have more sexual dreams. The average person spends 20,160 minutes kissing during a lifetime, which is 336 hours, 14 days, or 2 weeks. Lisa Sparks, a porn star, had intercourse with 919 men in 24 hours, setting a new world record in 2004. Scientists are unsure why humans have pubic hair, but they theorize that the hair traps secretions that hold pheromones, or sexual scents. There are between 500 and 1,000 deaths per year due to autoerotic asphyxiation. Outside of the bedroom, the most common place for adults in the US to have sex is the car. Many researchers consider the skin to be the largest sex organ and the brain to be the most powerful. According to the Kinsey Institute, the average speed of sperm during ejaculation is 28 miles per hour. Women who went to college are more likely to enjoy receiving and giving oral sex. Men who help with housework also tend to have more sex. The inventor of Kellogg's cornflakes, Dr. Kellogg, was an ardent anti-masturbation campaigner. He believed that a healthy diet would decrease a person's sexual thoughts. Women who have sex at least once a week have more regular menstrual cycles. The average male orgasm lasts 6 seconds and the average female orgasm lasts 20 seconds. During 30 minutes of active sex, the average person burns approximately 200 calories. Older women never want to do this position. That position is missionary, because in this position all the weight falls on them. Women who have difficulty reaching an orgasm might just have cold feet literally. One study found that giving women warm socks increased their chance of reaching an orgasm. The most common cause of penile rupture is vigorous masturbation. According to Pornhub, the kinkiest states are Wyoming, Alaska, Vermont, West Virginia, and Oregon. California, surprisingly, is the least kinky. After fingers and vibrators, women choose candles as a sex toys. The creature named Funisia dorthea is thought most scientists to be the first animal on the Earth to have sex, pushing back the history of sex by up to 30 million years. Throughout the United States, approximately 4% of the population self-identifies as gay, lesbian, or bisexual. According to the American Sociological Association, found that the most mind-blowing sex typically comes with being in love with your partner. The states where couples have the shortest lovemaking sessions are Alaska, South Dakota, Montana, and Georgia. Nipplegasm exists, which means that some women can orgasm through nipple stimulation. Some people are able to orgasm while working out, thanks to repetitious core movement. Avocados are known as the fruit of the testicle tree, and are believed to have aphrodisiac qualities. The aroma of wine can arouse both men and women. The scents of many wines are believed to replicate human pheromones, the chemical substances that cause behavioral responses in humans. The average man has 11 erections per day and 9 erections a night. The typical man will produce about 14 gallons or 1/2 trillion sperm in his lifetime. A woman's breasts are always one bigger than the other, hardly one breast will be identical to the other. Usually the difference is so small that it is not even noticeable. When a woman's nipple is erect in front of you, it means that she might be excited for you. Women always dress up to make other women jealous of them. They don't like to be told what to do. When a woman tells you about her problems, it means she trusts you. If a woman pretends to be rough and tough, it's usually because she's been lied to once by someone. Not all women are hard workers, some girls are really lazy, with clothes accumulated for a long time and general disorganization.